fool.
We ain't baby oil close.
Nah, you stupid.
But yo, look, Puff is
Nah. You working with Pac?
Puff for 30 years.
You saw Big before he passed?
Yeah.
Bro, so you're close. And Jack, what were you saying?
In the documentary, there was insinuations of, that Diddy possibly had something to do with both Tupac and Biggie. And,
Who's telling the story, right? You can skew
People very close to the situation.
but you can create any narrative.
Woke up, I looked at the computer say, Floyd said, T.I. Nelly fuck 50. I'm like, what did he say for? Nelly your first baby mama, Melissa, then took your fiance, say fuck that.
People would think it would be unethical, especially if you've been accused of such things, to be the person blowing the whistle on other people being accused of such things. 50 don't give a okay? He don't give a He posted the Netflix thing. He said #1 in 36 countries and 11 others still going up, okay? Now, here it is. 50 is now posted a picture, an edited picture of that. A picture that someone drew of Jay-Z.
50 Cent's Diddy documentary sequence did not merely create sound. It agitated the complete broadcasting environment. From the instant the heading plummeted, the sequence ascended rankings at a velocity nobody anticipated, even surpassing enduring titans such as Stranger Things. Whether individuals watched due to inquisitiveness, reminiscence, or dispute, one matter became evident rapidly. 50 did not arrive to amuse silently, he arrived to reveal, and he performed it with accuracy. Currently, precisely when spectators thought the debris was subsiding, fresh murmurs are illuminating the cyberspace again. Mumbles of Installment 2 are becoming noisier by the period. And this occasion, the magnitude seems even grander. Confidence and digital gossip imply that the subsequent episode could incorporate what devotees are already labeling the Jay-Z records. And if that proves to be factual, it would signify one of the most volatile instances in hip-hop non-fiction chronicle. However, Jay-Z is not the sole identity on 50's detection. Based on increasing conjecture, there are 7 prominent individuals who could transform into primary marks in the following installment. Every identity bears its own chronicle, disputes, and unaddressed inquiries. Some linked vaguely to Diddy, others joined through sector authority, individual disputes, or permanent murmurs that never entirely vanished.
I think, just to kind of like roll off of what 50 was saying, I did not believe that I did not believe that it was going to be this crazy, but he's been the biggest champion of it. And so I think the goal was, the original conversation that 50 and I had in sitting down and talking about it, in the wake of Cassie filing her lawsuit, which is when we kind of had our first conversation, right then, was understanding that there were a lot of rumors in the industry. There was a lot of talk about, some of this bad behavior. I think Cassie's lawsuit, the level of detail that, getting underneath the hood and seeing the level of detail that she brought forward was really a lot to digest. And I think that both 50 and I were really interested in the nuances of tackling a story like this, kind of understanding, where does the role of victim, begin and end versus being a perpetrator, and kind of understanding cycles of violence and these kind of reoccurring patterns, and just seeing how complex the story was, and that no one was really treating it like that. Everyone was just very focused on salacious headlines and with no context, and so I think for us, we wanted to put that care into the story.
But they did characterize it as a hit piece in the very beginning, is because they didn't get a chance to watch it, when they were saying that. And then after they see it, you see everyone's changed their mind, and it becomes the #1 dog.
But also someone calling it a hit piece was a statement from Diddy's team. So, I mean, what's your response to Diddy's team? Of course, they're going to probably have an opinion. And then what's your opinion on people that just say that you're petty? Are you petty?
I accept that. I'll take that. I'll wear that. I'm fine. I have antics that I've become comfortable with on social media because of the usage of social media. That's just that. You know what I mean? But when they look at, they'll say, me deciding to go on ABC is petty. The morning show is the biggest show. These people, they came. It's a great opportunity to be on that actual platform, but they looked at it further and said it's airing in prison, so this would be why I would like to do that. And it didn't come across as a reason not to. Of course, I was aware that it would be airing.
And for both of you, one of the other questions fans are asking is, there are a lot of great and powerful interviews in this, but where are A-list celebrities? Where are people in his orbit that remain silent? Like, they've never really even spoken out against the allegations or anything that's going on. Are people just concerned about their careers? Are they afraid to speak out? Because I remember Harvey Weinstein, right away everyone was like piling on and talking. Why is everyone afraid to say anything about Diddy?
It's a part of the hip hop culture. Like, they think that they are telling something, or just mind your business type of thing. Like, so if there's no, other than that, you would look. If I was
the excitement initially commenced regarding installment 2 of 50 Cent's volatile Netflix sequence,
so it'd just be, you would
one of the most
that the
unanticipated identities to emerge
behavior.
was Marlon Wayans. Indeed, the humorist and performer recognized for Scary Movie and White Chicks. Majority individuals did not anticipate this arrival. Yet once you observe his recent friction with 50, it abruptly becomes logical why he is being referenced. The dispute originated in a remarkably tranquil setting at an inquiry. Wayans was questioned for his perspectives on Sean Combs, the accountability, and instead of praising the documentary, he advised prudence. In his phrases, 50 and Puff possess a long-term grudge. It is individual. It is between him and Puff. And previously, it is between the pair of them. It is between both of them and deity. Stressing that there is a destiny to every deed that you perform. Marlon's perspective was less regarding assisting Diddy and more regarding interrogating incentives when an individual is already defeated. He mirrored a feeling many perceive, that pursuing a collapsed personality might traverse a boundary. Even if misconduct is engaged and that storyline molding in non-fiction films does not consistently narrate the entire chronicle. Yet 50 Cent did not allow that remark to pass silently. He retaliated rapidly and forcefully on digital platforms, utilizing internet jokes, personality visuals from White Chicks, and additional courageous entries to establish his perspective and cast ridicule directly back at Marlon. Matters swiftly became trivial with computer-generated portrayals, and reciprocal entries maintaining their grudge securely in the limelight.
You found time for a social media beef with 50 Cent. What was it like in the family chat? Well, brothers, they were funny. Damon was like, why you pick the biggest brother? He's on gamma rays. Stick to beefing with Soulja Boy, Kevin Hart, people that we can beat. You fight him. Leave guys that got shot 9 times alone. He survived 9. And so I backed out. I just said his name. They asked me about the documentary. I was like, I didn't see it. And then they asked me about it, and I just gave my opinion. I was just like, I don't think brothers need to be quarreling in public like that. And then what I get into? A public quarrel with a brother. And I just think it was bad for the culture. And so I kind of backed out. I don't even say that name anymore. If you ask me, hey, you got change of $1? I need a half $1. So you need a half $1.
All right, so I'm gonna make it abundantly clear. I'm not here defending Diddy. I am here because I got dragged into this because somebody asked me a question and I had an opinion. Nobody's wrong for giving an opinion about any subject, period. I'm not here defending Diddy. Don't let the narrative fool you or get to you. Once again, somebody's creating narratives. This is my point. So please look at the whole clip that I did and then look what happens with the narrative. And that's what I'm telling you. Y'all people don't be sheep. Use your brain, use your freedom of thought, freedom of speech, and don't ever let nobody bully you. Never. Don't let nobody bully you. You got me? Love. Now back to trolling this troll.
What renders this confrontation so captivating is not merely that it is a celebrity grudge. It is the synchronization. The drama erupted precisely as the dialogue surrounding the documentary was attaining maximum intensity, transforming what might have been a solitary viewpoint into days of digital harassment and meme combat. For Marlon, he maintains it was never regarding protecting Diddy or selecting factions, simply a viewpoint on narration and equity. But to 50 and numerous devotees online, his remarks resonated differently, and the reaction rendered it evident Marlon Wayans is not merely within the dialogue. He is becoming a segment of the storyline.
What do you think about the back and forth between 50 and Marlon Wayans?
With him and Marlon Wayans, I don't understand, Marlon got his own opinion, just like everybody got an asshole. He got his own opinion too. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna say whatever he wanna say. But when you know somebody is going to war or don't like somebody, or somebody got a beef with somebody, unless you wanna be a part of that beef or take a part of that, why you gonna get involved in it? You understand? Keep your opinion to yourself. If you know those two people got a beef and you got a voice out here. Marlon got a voice because he comes from that family that has done crazy, comedy shows and things for our community, as far as being the elites of the comedy world and then of the movie world. And he comes from that family, bro. So, you putting his voice and saying that 50 is doing something wrong and stuff like that. People can't tell people what to do and how to do with their lives and with their time and everything like that. And if he's going against Puff and he's putting stuff out there, that's his business. That's him and Puff's business. You understand? Like, people try to say I'm doing something wrong. That's me and Puff's business. You understand? No, but it's all right for him to send dudes to try to do something to me. It's all right for him to, send people or get them information so I can lose my job. It's all right for them to do the they do. You understand? But when they see somebody like me or doing it back or saying something, I gotta be some broke this, I gotta be some jealous this, I gotta be some hating ass and stuff like that. No, this is war. You understand? I might not have the ammunition he have. I might not have the people that he have. So for Marlon Wayans to go at 50 like that, both of them got money. You understand? Both of them got, their own peace of mind. You understand? But for Marlon to put out a clip that is an AI generated clip against 50, that's something whole different, bro. That's something whole, and I see that's happening right now. They got a clip of me holding a picture of Diddy, and I think it's 50 or somebody in the bed together. You understand? I ain't never had that picture right there. You understand? I ain't never seen that. That's a lie. But they're allowing that like that to come on the internet. You know what I'm saying? They're allowing people, to cut and paste and put stuff out there and make people seem like, they are some kind of fanoid, some homosexual ass whatever. And I know you can't say that on a thing, but that's what it is, bro. And I just hate that they are allowed and they can't be sued for doing stuff like that, man. And that's what, if you're gonna do anything, you should be able to sue somebody to be doing stuff like that. For him to put 50 in the hot tub with Puff, or get that picture when he knows it's an AI generated picture, that was low. That was real low. But he said, so since 50 trolling, I'm a troll. So have that same energy when you see that man. Keep trolling when you see that man. And that's what I gotta say about that one. My whole thing about it is, bro, people going around saying, but Diddy's in jail. And him being in jail don't bring back none of the people that died, not only on his watch, on his making. It don't bring back big. You know what I'm saying? I heard one journalist talk about Suge Knight is the one who, big and set big up and everything like that. So let me ask you something. Suge Knight was working in accordance with Puff to get Big out of California. He was working with Puff to keep Big from going to London. Suge Knight was working with Puff to do that? I don't think so. I heard Puff tell Kirk Burrows on that Thursday, yo, Big ain't going nowhere. You could go by yourself, but Big ain't going nowhere. You know what? When you look at things and you see things, you know that facts will change your feelings.
Subsequent on the catalogue is Jay-Z. And sincerely, this one scarcely arrives as a revelation. If there is a single identity you would anticipate to emerge following Diddy and 50 Cent's expanding roster of disclosure marks, it is Jay. Merely because these pair have distributed decades of braided chronicle within the music sector. From partnerships to silent rivalry, their connection has never been uncomplicated. And currently with the kinetic energy 50 has constructed from the Sean Combs The Accountability non-fiction sequence. 50's devotees are theorizing that Jay's personal narrative might eventually be subsequent in the limelight.
From your point of view, was they really friends or not?
How close was Diddy and Jay-Z? They was close enough that they wasn't playing basketball, they wasn't playing baseball, they wasn't playing football, and they wasn't playing hockey or soccer for Diddy to come on stage, pat him on his ass, and then make the statement to people in the world that can't nobody call me Sean but Jay-Z. Now, I don't know what kind of statement, and I can't say, I wish I could say half a homo, but I know I can't say it. But I don't know what kind of half a homo that is. And you trying to say that you're not close to somebody. You coming on stage, patting them on their ass, and then you making a broad statement to the public, can't nobody call me Sean but Sean Carter. And I heard Jay-Z said the same thing about them. But they were so close that they had matching white girls together. Because when they used to see each other, they used to say, yo, how your skinny white girl doing? He'd be like, yo, how your skinny white girl doing? So, I guess that's a certain type of closeness.
50 has previously been shedding clues on Instagram. He shared an image of Jay-Z, yet it was not haphazard. The interaction on the entry surged, particularly within the remarks where thousands of participants started shouting, Jay-Z Records, forecasting that a committed periodic feature centered on Jay is on the boundary. 50 did not conceal his response. He approved numerous remarks that maintain Jay-Z Records are arriving, stimulating the gossip factory even more. Considering how impactful Jay has been for decades, the concept of a documentary, delving into his heritage, his commercial kingdom, and his partnerships, especially his lengthy companionship with Diddy, is sufficient to maintain devotees vibrating. Jay's quietness regarding the matter merely adds energy to conjecture. Although he has not validated or refuted anything communally, the cyberspace is already behaving as if the subsequent episode of this chronicle is certain to engage his identity.
Now, a lot of people think it's unethical for a rapper to be blowing the whistle on another rapper, given the fact that many rappers do the same things. Now, maybe not Diddy things, but I keep telling you, I know many rappers who they do domestically assault their women. They have put their hands on their woman. They have beat their woman before. They have a domestic case. People would think it would be unethical, especially if you've been accused of such things, to be the person blowing the whistle on other people being accused of such things. 50 don't give a okay? He don't give a He posted the Netflix thing. He said #1 in 36 countries and 11 others still going up. Okay? Now, here it is. 50 is now posted a picture, an edited picture of that. A picture that someone drew of Jay-Z. And 50 said, please stop sending me stuff like this. I'm not going to post it. But of course, he's being facetious because he posted the picture that he claimed he wouldn't post. Now, that's not the interesting part, y'all. The interesting part is when you look at it, 50 was in the comments here and he was liking posts. You can't see what the author, which would be 50, likes. But 50, and I guess I could post it on give me a second. I could post it on our burner page. Wait, what? Wait. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Every time I open my phone, I see like a million different things. Anyway, because I don't want to slow the stream now. 50 is liking these comments, and these comments are saying, yo, do the documentary on Jay-Z next, right? Oh, actually, people posted on Twitter. So they're actually saying, and they're encouraging, and 50's liking it. Here we go. It's a 50 Cent liking a comments hinting Jay-Z's next. Somebody says, my only question. He's next, isn't he? 50 liked it. Okay.
Subsequent on 50 Cent's target inventory for installment 2 is Rick Ross. And truthfully, this is not merely another identity placed on a gossip catalog. It is a heading with decades of chronicle supporting it. The grudge between Rick Ross and 50 Cent is one of hip-hop's lengthiest, most communal competitions. And if 50 truly is arranging to burrow further, this is approaching to become even more extreme. The dispute actually originates back to the late 2000s. Based on accounts, matters sparked when Ross's initial music incorporated phrases interpreted as a strike at 50, inducing 50 to reply with compositions like Officer Ricky, Go Ahead, Try Me, a straightforward insult directed precisely at Rosary. From that moment forward, the two performers exchanged strikes on recordings, in conversations, and across digital networking frameworks. But this grudge did not remain merely melodic. It overflowed into judicial drama, individual assaults, and digital harassment that devotees still discuss currently. Even more lately, the struggle has erupted once more. In March 2025, 50 Cent ridiculed Rick Ross's Millennium Tour function, asserting that Ross cannot trade a voucher and deriding him for depending on tracks like I'm on One, partnerships with Drake, to maintain audiences energized. Ross did not allow that remark to pass. He retaliated with pungent phrases on Instagram, labeling 50 a harlot and censuring him regarding remarks about their shared associates, including Big Meech. Currently, with the non-fiction sequence released, 50 is striking back at Rick Ross once more.
Hey guys, I just saw a very unfortunate situation that took place in Canada, and I wanted to say to everyone, that I hope that brother made it home safely. I hope that he now has a different perspective and a better sense of what to do and what not to do while you're out in the world, That part where the young guy went he did this little move and shit and got knocked the fuck out, right there. That does not reflect him. That reflects his camp. And he might need to go get the Dream Chasers or the 305 Killers.
Number 4, Janice Combs. On the exterior, Janice Combs might not be an identity you encounter in daily front pages. But if installment 2 of 50 Cent's non-fiction film truly excavates into how Diddy transformed into who he represents currently, her chronicle could conclude by being one of the most uncovering perspectives of all. Ultimately, she was the solitary maternal figure who nurtured Sean Diddy Combs almost completely on her own, molding his developing years after his sire perished when he was merely a small child. Janice was not simply a guardian. She was everything within Diddy's primary existence. A previous mannequin and educator's helper, she performed numerous occupations, occasionally maintaining 3 or 4 simultaneously, merely to offer a superior childhood and excellent schooling for her male offspring. That is the portrayal she maintains the documentary obtained incorrectly. In her personal phrases, she stated the Netflix sequence incorporated falsehoods and errors concerning his upbringing, asserting that she nurtured him with affection and diligent labor, not mistreatment. But the tension does not conclude with her advocacy. Some youth companions referenced in accounts regarding Combs's history have depicted a very distinct illustration of the surroundings he matured within. One associate remarked that Janice presided over what were characterized as freak-offs at their Harlem residence, where looseness, chemicals, and volatile conduct were frequent encounters, experiences that he suggested deposited a permanent influence on Combs's perspective and deportment later in maturity.
I've already said that I believe that he was victimized, and I think it happened long before the industry. You know, people really don't want to look closer into his childhood and to what his mama had going on in that house. God knows what he saw and what happened to him in his own mama house. All of those strangers, them up involved, looking around, seeing what was going on. And let's just be clear, it sounds like her house was a house of, you know, professional freak-offs. So who knows what he saw or what could have happened to him while she was busy entertaining people and pouring and getting tips, as she would say, for her after-hour life.
Oh yeah, he was. I'm gonna say he was surprised to hear that.
School bus driver. No, was he surprised or was he like, zip it, you talking too much? Because that's what it looked like to me. It looked like you talking a little bit too much. They don't need to know about that. While she was sitting there, oh, because I was a bus driver and I was this, and I worked at the after hours. And I would pour them drinks and they would give me big tips.
She didn't say it just like that. Big tips. You know, in
big tip and spending sheets.
Dang. In Sean's own words, in Diddy's own words, he had said he had a sigh of relief learning that he was the son of a hustler or a gangster. Like he wanted that status. He wanted to say that he was a sigh of relief is a wild thing to say, that your daddy was a gangster or a hustler. That's what you heard that he was.
Well, I mean, like Tim said, they had a bunch of blaxploitation movies being played around the house all the time. They grew up with the Mac playing. They grew up with Superfly playing. Like, I mean, if that's what you got going on, you got two women in the house and there's no men around, and these are what the little boys are watching. You got basketball players coming over late at night. You got hustlers coming over, PIMPs coming over, women who look like they were modeling for Jet Magazine coming over. Like, it sounds like the nature of the environment is what shaped their perception of what cool was.
Subsequent on 50 Cent's target inventory for installment 2 is Ray J. And if you imagined 50's non-fiction film was not going to navigate into this domain, reconsider. While Ray J is not habitually referenced in the identical respiration as sector titans like Jay-Z or Diddy, his identity persists in appearing within unanticipated locations. And 50 has never recoiled from returning age struggles into the limelight. Curiously, the most celebrated confrontation involving Ray J and 50 Cent did not originate with music whatsoever. It commenced with a notorious behind-the-scenes skirmish. Years previously, at a musical gathering in Las Vegas, Ray J challenged peer musician Fabulous. 50 narrates the instance with a blend of entertainment and skepticism, implying liquor and vanity might have stimulated Ray J's deeds. He clarified that Fab proceeded to exhibit that evening, eyewear intact and undisturbed, resolutely implying there was never a neutralizing strike to discuss in the primary instance. But this is not the solitary moment binding Ray J to 50's observation. In contemporary months, 50 has been distributing segments of Ray J's personal communication portrayals, occasionally whimsically deriding or evaluating his conduct.
Now, as a journalist, you heard me say what I said, and that's kind of what cranked this whole thing up. But then fast forward to the documentary. Saying that they was getting their taken, bro? Multiple times? What? Kept partying? Owe you some money? I mean, you know. Yo, what the f is going on in this world, bro? Said I woke up with females in the bed. Then I woke up and Diddy was in the bed. What was Diddy doing in the bed, bro? Ooh, man. I went and took a and my coming out way more runnier. I'm feeling sore around the rear end area. I know what happened. I've been taken, and now I'm still here partying, acting like nothing ever happened.
Subsequent on the catalog of Mark's 50 Cent might reveal in installment 2 is Stevie J. And this one distinguishes itself because it is not established in individual grudges or aged tavern brawls. Instead, Stevie J finds himself within the sights because of something grander, his overt advocacy for Diddy during the resentment encircling the Sean Combs, the Reckoning non-fiction sequence. Stevie J is not merely any celebrated companion. He has been an enduring segment of the bad boy lineage, a creator, and a personality many link with the internal rings of hip-hop heritage. Consequently, when 50 Cent's documentary plummeted and the Globe directed its mindfulness to Diddy's history, Stevie did not silently reside on the boundaries. Actually, he communally presented himself as a protector for Diddy, asserting he would literally intervene and combat anyone who approached for the distressed magnate. That declaration solitary ignited the cyberspace, not merely for the substance, but for the assurance and devotion supporting it. 50 Cent's reply was precisely what you would anticipate, deriding, provoking, and thrusting Stevie's assertion into internet joke territory. When Stevie J remarked he was prepared to safeguard Diddy, 50 retaliated with a combination of whimsical ridicule and unrepentant sharpness, urging devotees to interrogate how earnest Stevie truly represented and whether his fidelity would actually endure in genuine struggle.
Curtis, what's good, man? You and your feelings about Daphne? Is she with gang them? Or is it that you sucking little Rod dick? However it go, I want you to fade. All that. Since it's entertainment, let me beat the out of you on TV or something. Don't duck that. I'm calling you out. What you want to do, Curtis? Curtis!
That's too shout. If I ain't with it. That's all you gotta do. That's all I gotta do. Think somebody want to fight? Ready my shit up. Come on. I hope you get past the security.
Concluding 50 Cent's rumored inventory of marks for installment 2 of his Netflix non-fiction chronicle is Floyd Mayweather. For anyone who has tracked 50's profession both within and exterior of music, this becomes entirely logical. Their connection has been unstable, theatrical, and saturated with communal instances that traveled far beyond a relaxed celebrity companionship at a T1 juncture. 50 Cent and Mayweather were regarded as associates. They socialized, traded admiration for each other's prosperity, and even appeared intimate enough that devotees assumed they might be synchronized for the distant future. However, over duration, that momentum transformed. Murmurs of economic conflicts, dissent over commercial tactics, and colliding temperaments gradually rendered their companionship appear more like a brittle coalition than a groundwork constructed to endure. Informants intimate with both males suggested that arrogance and commercial interests performed a massive function in where matters proceeded incorrectly. Situations became particularly strained when remarks and digital networking entries from both factions commenced hauling their individual problems into communal sight. Floyd, recognized for his assurance and famously unrefined vocalization, did not refrain when he interrogated 50's strategy regarding commerce and fidelity. 50, never one to remain silent, retaliated with equally courageous observations, ensuring devotees recalled every retrospective interaction and every novel strike. What renders Floyd's incorporation especially fascinating is how distinct their grudge perceives from 50's alternative disputes. This was not merely regarding music or aged rap confrontations. It spanned pugilism, marketing, esteem, and billion-dollar vanities.
You know what's crazy? People are always in my
business, worried about what I'm doing. What Floyd is doing, what Floyd ain't doing, what I do got, what I don't got. Just know, I'm gonna stay in my lane, I ain't gonna with nobody, and I don't want nobody with me. If I go on vacation, my fault. When I go on vacation for 30 days, I take 30 watches with me. But you know what? What's crazy is this. If we add 10 more days, I take 10 more watches. But then I say, it. If I want to bring out the one and only, then I bring out the watch that costs 18 million. Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do for you haters today? I'm gonna go on $50,000 because I ain't got else to do. Money made all motherfucking day.
This is a special ASLELS challenge for you, Floyd. If you can read one full page of a Harry Potter book, nigga, I'll give $750,000 to whatever charitable organization you want to. The bucket of ice, man.
Consequently, what do you meditate? Is 50 Cent truly preparing to reveal an entirely fresh facet of the sector in installment 2? And could these 7 identities be the commencement of something even grander? Inform us within the remarks beneath. And if you appreciate this footage, strike that membership button so that you never fail to notice any novel captures. And until then, kin, maintain it authentic.